Yema obi biara akwaba ediba Fresh Hope channel eso ewo YouTube. You are very welcome on the page. Yeda wase enso se abrini nara no oba YouTube channel, Fresh Hope channel, just to watch and listen to what message Fresh Hope has got for the world. Nyame inshra obi biara bebre. Afin so yebesre se Saka video kindly share with your family and friends. Yen share kosi say somebody will chance on it. You never know who this message is actually going to be of help to. Inti ye best say ubi biara bit to me. I send the video no across to the family and friends. So somebody that needs it urgently receives this message and is encouraged. I think so yebeda yaboa for a yes simply tasty foods for us say Danny nyinara no almost so ya se mama yeduane papa edina ema stay healthy for us to be here all the time. Yeda must say simply tasty. I think so yebeda efo kuto so ene ya epama entade kama ede sheye abrini na ifukuto nyame inshirawo. And we would want to talk about a very delicate subject. The subject, something we entitled single parenting. Now, single parenting, no, so you single parenting na simply, you know, you say say awofo baako ono kwa ehwe akola anase mofra. Single parenting, no, most often than not, no, people always think say single parenting, no, is only when bemani or bemani say or bana ebia one jinin say nantum na we dwane na obani kwa so ahwe akola no single-handedly, no. Most often that is what people see as single parenting, but in actual sense, no, single parenting is when one parent, because nipa mienu ena ewo, it takes two people to give birth. Bema na nhia obana na obana nhia bema na, I mean omo nwo. And you know, single parenting, no, is say sometimes, you know, enye obi any saying we deny pregnancies, you know, sort of single parenting. There are so many factors a day single parenting eba. Now there are instances where obini ni kunu oma wari omani aje omote hobad bamwo wo befa bako ediako. I mean enye obi are doing say and as obi an worship for say enka owo betam or partner ediako bad. According to Nyame Sheye no, obia ebe will disappointed unto man to die once, and after death, and there's judgment. And you know, ubetumi ehu say obi ni ne dofo te ho, and then owu befa baako akọ. Once owu fa baako kọ no, the other one becomes a single parent. In kwala woman, the person becomes a single parent because near support system and now obi obe boa no nipa no ewu kọ. Ain't no only choice. I just on one ehwe na ade. There are instances where obi ni obi aware sem omo ntimi me ho ase ne niema bi wo ho no ma ebeba o makwan mu a it won't allow them, it could be abusive marriages, whatever it is, but eventually no, there's a divorce or there's separation, and then one party may neglect the responsibility towards the children, and also sa no ema baako beye single parenting, no, comes to play. And you know, there are so many reasons why people end up becoming single parents, but the matter on the ground here is that say obi a single parent in fact yehu sa nipa na wo obi a oye single parent was say yetumi encourage you, me was yetumi cheer omo up. In fact, we should always give a thumbs up for obia or yes single parents, because anokwasem single parents, no, and being one is not easy. Now say oh yes single parents what happens, and they say especially on the path of the children, no, In Kola, they watch. And I said, be better not say in Kola, the only problem. But in Kola have a lot of problems. They do. More problems. But they don't know how to address it. They don't know how to say it to you as a parent, but they really have got a lot of problems. And yet, just buy me toys as them, but they really have got a lot of problems. Now, just take a look at Nkolami, Bako actually lives with both the mother and father in a good environment, of course. The condition is in a good environment. Now, there is another one, single parent. And the person is not privileged to the experience of having both mom and dad. And sometimes they go to school and Obi can ask them, and my daddy brought me today, and my daddy did this, and my mommy did this for me. And the other child, because is being raised by a single parent, either sending mommy and nane papa no, only sa experience no. The na nina for kampo na sebi watom, because only sa experience into on to me almost share experience of both parents are on to me share be. When this thing happens, that sometimes ema akola no krano ne self-esteem and I say ne moral echo form, because they will be asking themselves questions like, hey, na me papa na me mame wen adenti na me de mi ni bi misumi nya yanka na me mame ne me papa. That is it. In Kolano, they may not be able to say it to you. Not all children are confident. They may not be able to ask and as say it to you, but inwardly, no, because they also probably want that mother or father figure in their life. And aside that, and also no, in Kola, privileged to seeing both parents, lack most often confidence. In Kola they see especially their fathers as their heroes. So I would tell my daddy. Until once a Kola has a father in their life, say they feel very happy. Say or father, and that they can report you to their father. And when they report you to their father, in fact, if papa a hero or a macho man, it will be to me a niema, because what no. And so once there is no father figure, the child loses confidence, because children with fathers, ne papa fano, ne papa yesi, they build a lot of confidence from that side. Oh, me papa family, me papa yemse, me papa yemse, they build a lot of confidence. Now there are some too. My mom took me to the salon. My mom did this one. My mom drove me. Ebiana sebe ne papa nkwanso na ehwe enti no ebiane mama ewu, whatever it is, oni mame. Enti the person, that child is also not privileged. Say obehu mame, figure in the life, and it also brings down the confidence of the child. Again, akola only both parents and nano. What happens is that omunya a feel of what it takes or what it means to have both parents living together. They are not privileged to see what it is like to be a mother, what it is like to be a wife, what it is like to be a husband or a father. Now they grow up with just one parent, until all they see is one side. Until that should be onia. Say if care is not taken, that child is not able to practice or, as it were, be a good father or mother. It takes very few children coming from single parents na omubenia omutumitna say edwin ho and say, oh, me mama make a story share, me papa a story share me. In fact, I want to be a different person. They will purpose in their hearts, and as they grow, they strive towards being a good man or woman. But most often, because they see one-sided, they tend to behave in that direction, the direction they grew up from, or where they saw more. That is where they grow towards. And you have in our society now, we have a lot of men they never saw their fathers. Okay, and what happens is that such people, and most often you hear, untumi nhwɛ me yie, untumi mpampa me na untumi nhwɛ yɛ mma ne yie, ɛna kakra na ɔkɔ ne maame hɔ, ɛna whatever. What happens is that such people, they are being raised by just their moms, and they end up becoming mommy's pet or mommy's boy, sort of. So everything that they do, they probably consult their mummies, and such people may even end up becoming husbands, yet they are not able to draw the line between their mothers and their wives, and so there's conflicts of interest here. And then the lady will always have to fight for attention from her husband, because the husband also feels that mommy is supposed to be the ultimate, and such even things break up marriages when there's a lot of mother or parent interference. On the other hand, when a girl grows up without a father, sometimes one year lucky okushia be maybe na se be mano odo in a way that she growing up she felt saying ka ebia unyasa odo na. So sometimes the person may not even be treating the lady right, but once na mihia papa do menya papa do no bema we me do kakra no, then let me go towards the person. Into the girl child ends up going towards that person even when the relationship is wrong, and gets hurt in ways I mean you just can't imagine, all because it be a father figure no. But if there was a father figure that groomed her, showed her so much love, gave her self-confidence, gave her all the love she needed, the attention she needed. Now when she goes somewhere and somebody tells her this and this and shows her this, she thinks about it. Okay, right, he's okay, but this one is a normal thing that all men should do for their women or their children. So if he does this, it's not extraordinary. So such a child, if the parent or papa and I experienced a lot of love from the father, she's not easily swayed into doing certain things. But in the absence of daddy's love, they can easily sway into doing that. Now, on the side of parents, the single parents, they get very frustrated. Sometimes you have parents nibufu are frustrated or now was starting obe bunne basa or bedine ba tem no mo bomudria, all because father figure either denied responsibility or wasn't there. And what happens with such people is that when they get frustrated, they tend to show it on the kids. That's what happens, because why frustrated or dream who say wo papa wo wa enko be homework, wo papa wo wa enka obetua bill we, wo papa wo wa enko be say. So they actually get frustrated into they vent out the frustration on the children, which is also not right. It's so not right. But can you blame them? Because sometimes they be support, love, attention. They need encouragement from people around them. But unfortunately, in our part of the world, when you're a single parent, you are being stigmatized. Now people tend to say, bema, it's not a bema nibia we jaw because one year papa, like on your papa, inti nibia we jaw. Meanwhile, ebia na ente sao. Omu nim asemu nim, but tree no ma judge you and be pointing fingers. They will backlash you as a single mother. Into as a fairy, to be a single mother. But being a single mother, I don't believe is anybody's intentional choice. Ma shed that se me de me pese minkwa me hwe me ba. Nobody, I think, would want that. Obi anya ya enka me ne me partner ene behwe ye ma na ye man so anyi. But obi an we hye sa, but sometimes e wiase mu nsem e ba ne sa. When it happens like that, me, I personally entreat people say muhu obi a oye single mother. In fact, we should cheer the person and encourage the person, because nipa nu hia pa. We hear that sort of encouragement to move on. Another thing is that when such people, especially if they are financially unstable, what happens is that now one share some of the ladies, they may even be forced say obe oni obi ba koda just to take care of neba, and now say obe kwa worry enter into a wrong marriage or wrong relationship because ohia financial help, and I said that father figure for the child into obe rasha kofa de yemfa na afi it ends up in abuses and so on and so forth. And no so a hand collar because sometimes say a man fano you get children who are being raped by their stepdads. You know, it's very sad. If for the men to, you actually get them marrying wrong women for their children, and they come and maltreat the children because it takes very few step parents to really love and cherish your children. I mean, that is a nipano nyamisro wonimo, genuinely the person loves you. Otherwise, nipano will just frustrate the life of your child and you, and most often than not, you find say there is no peace because ebi amebasi say meyiri anamikunu susu say, on whose side are you on? Your partner or your child? It's not easy single parenting. It is never easy single parenting. You know, this single parenting thing, it can actually lead people, my parents, they cry to the BR. They don't even care for their own selves. They don't care for themselves. Or their focus will be on me mayo, and they don't even take care of themselves when it comes to more health, or more dressing and everything. They don't even take care of themselves because everything is centered around my children. So it makes it very difficult for sometimes for single parents to even take care of themselves. And for the children, sometimes they are not even able to express themselves. They are not able to express themselves because ebia inka mama ne papa wo hono mo a I can actually go and say this to mommy and expect this, but when they sometimes they go and they see like, oh wow, mommy is the only person doing this, daddy is the only person doing this. The mommy or daddy doesn't probably have everything it takes, you know, and oh here bibi kreto de bia na waye din because on pese or baba baby sa na afia, and so I say or also the frustration they already frustration the mother or father has. Single parenting is not an easy task. It's not an easy task at all. Eto de bi krampo akolano, they don't even know Emma omo yera in the sense that ebia akola will just know ebia oye ne mama nko side, obi hu just ne mama nko side, and that's obi hu just ne papa nko side, and sometimes even home identity, they don't even know where they are from or even know their family members, and it's sad. At other times to ubenya in kolana, sometimes their parents will even poison them against the other parents, and so they become very bitter in life. They become very, very bitter in life because they be ne mama catch and say, oh papa, omo cancer, omo cano in a painful way. Oh papa said, oh papa Jimmy for na one shewa and if I could see him, so the child develops some sort of hatred and bitterness within them for their fathers. Likewise the men. And now but usually I think say parents, when you have issues with your partners, let's keep the children out of it, because mean poison akola against ne mami and ne papa. You may want to tell the child the story behind, but just be nice about it, because I've also come to realize say akola bia ne papa nhwe no obeni wan hwa eventually later obeni ne papa benu ne ho for not taking care of no akola no, or ne papa reconcile, and if you don't take your time, you the mother become a third party, because on ne ba ne ba ko kasakra ma ne ba ne mpo atinase e de ne boni ache no. So sometimes let's be very mindful Let's be very mindful of the things we say about our partners, even when we are no more together. Let's be mindful of what we say about our partners to our children. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Single parenting hon sem dear adofo enye easy, and that form providing care, attention, love, making the child understand certain things in life. Sometimes ibia or bakra that is being raised by the father. There are some single fathers that are just the best. Big ups to all those fathers. I mean, obu a girl child, or the girl child gets to an adolescent stage, was say ne papa no grooming no, and make the child understand, say, you menstruate at this point, you use this at this point, and all of that. And it's not easy to raise a girl child by a man. And easy. And it's not easy for a woman to raise a son alone. It's not easy. But to all the single parents out there, the Lord bless you and provide for you. Let Him keep you healthy and long enough to see the good works, the fruit of the good works that you have done. Easy, but nyami enshram papa single mothers and single fathers. Nyami enshram non provide mamo. It's not easy. We love and appreciate all the good works you are doing, because you are helping breed good citizens and responsible adults for our world, and we are very grateful. Nyami enshram na to those of us who are privileged to have both parents. When we see people or children, our friends that don't have both parents living together, let's be nice to them. Let's be nice to them. It pays to be really nice. Difficult relationships more. We are torn between being single parents and fighting, if there is actually anything to fight about. Until there's nothing to fight about to sustain whatever relationship it is, please let's never give up for the sake of our children, unless it is to a death point where you just can't stand them, or as it were. But otherwise, let's try as much as possible, so we will keep our families together so that our children will grow in the right direction. Parents who are also living together yet acting like they are just co-tenants and now we are flatmates, almost only a bad example for children. We beg you, try and sort it out, and don't let, because there are instances where ubenya parents that are married but they are actually flatmates, and so most of the time the man is probably out of the house, the woman is the only person taking care of the children, or vice versa. So it also makes the parents at that point single parents in a way. Ye be stress saying let's try to make things work out. Let's try to groom and raise responsible children for the world. Single mothers, single fathers, nyami shamo for all the good works that you do. Ye be koswa shemo so say honey DBC for single parenting. You can drop your comments and your contributions on our page. And so say, we are reminding you, please share the video till it reaches somebody that needs this word to encourage him or her. And please subscribe and like this channel. Yedamasibibre nyame inshra yenyenara.